Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Here we go. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series. 5 on the clock. LeBron shot is off. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that is what you get when you fail to box out Sengun. Goodness gracious.
Pass to Maxey. Shoots over White. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to speak with James Borrego for a minute. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Lakers. And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Out left to the wing. Sengun with the bucket. Sengun's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Maxey. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Tatum. Back to Sengun. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. He has 7.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Sengun to find those baskets.
Now, here's Maxey. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Now here's LeBron. He has yet to score. To the wing on the left. Here's Sengun. And the shot falls short this time. This one for 3. Hit the tip. And James pulls it down. The Lakers leading. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Kamare. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Kamare. Outside, Suggs. On the clock. Driving the lane. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Great read by Suggs, dishing the rock in the two-man game.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Suggs. Here's LaVine. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside, Maxey. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, up by
The Lakers, 13.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit. And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Kevin, back to you.
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Nesmith. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. Here's Black. And the layup's good off the glass. Black's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans.
Impressive to see Black converting through contact like that. Showing you some strength right there.
Pass to Christie. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Ayton. Reed with the defensive effort. The Pelicans trail. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Black with it, driving inside.
When Black puts his head down and plays downhill, boy, he's got a lot of stuff when he gets near that bucket off the drive.
Pass to Christie. At the top of the key, Ayton. To the left wing. Here's Christie. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., played college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure the tests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Out to the wing. .146 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot.
Boy, a quick defender like White, who's aggressive and strong, man, that's a nightmare for you if you're on offense.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Los Angeles shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
James in the high post. Back to Şengün. The three from Tatum. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here's New Orleans. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. They set the pick. Suggs with the ball. He's picked up by White. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
Back to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well, Maxey is a dead-eye sniper from beyond the arc. The D has to chase him off that line.
Outside Tatum. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, Şengün with it. LeBron outside. Over Suggs. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 2. And we'll be back with the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Left side, Maxey. Pass to Kamare. A rebound by the Lakers.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The Pelicans leading. And stolen by James. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Christie. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Offensive rebound. Now, here's Şengün. He's got 11. And here's Tatum for 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the Lakers have possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. Tatum, that's for 2. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And Tatum is really good at bouncing off the defense. Again, playing through contact and knocking down shots despite getting bumped and thumped on his way to the hoop.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here. But he's battling, continuing to fight.
Here's Kamare. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Guys, back to you.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Shot clock at 6. White goes in. Here's Salon. You know, for years we wondered, Clark, what life after LeBron would look like for the Lakers. But that question has been answered.
Yeah, I think landing Doncic completely altered the course of the franchise, Kevin. I mean, he really is one of the best offensive players in the world, and he's in his prime. He makes them a threat in the West every season, and if he ever commits to defense, he'll be really special.
George looking around. Outside, Levine. To the paint. It's stolen by White. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Keontae George picks one up.
How about Anthony Black showing you that he has the size and strength to play through contact?
To the inside. Here's George. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Los Angeles on D. Here's White. And there's the drive. And White slams it in.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Christie. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Finish off the break. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
107 left in the third. Pass to Salon. Back to White. The three. Hangs home the trifecta. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Black. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Salon. White down low. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Levine inside the three-point line. And that one's on target from the wing. Levine's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's New Orleans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're
Los Angeles, 31.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Now White. Here's Şengün. Pass to LeBron. It's stolen by Davis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the basket by Kamare. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Şengün with the bucket.
Well, Alperen Şengün developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
Wide open look here for Murray. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Nailed from three-point land.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Pass to Kamare. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Maxey. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Lakers trailed by 7. James outside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Maxey. Now Davis. Here's Maxey. Lets loose a 3. Does not go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now here's Tatum. Fires the 3. Davis pulls it down.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Here's Suggs. Off target from outside. Can't get it to go. Pelicans lead by 7. And he cams it in.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. And it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's Davis. Davis working in the paint.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside George. Count it!
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Knocks down the 3.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pelicans.
And maybe a comfortable win for it, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and it's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conference. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Tyrese Maxey.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's White. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had it.